Hello and welcome back to iCalculator. In today's video, we're diving into the world of Swedish taxes, focusing on deductions, allowances, credits, and exemptions. Understanding these can significantly impact how much tax you pay. Let's break down what we'll cover today. First, we will look at the differences between deductions, allowances, credits, and exemptions. This foundational knowledge is key to understanding how each one works and how they can benefit you. Next, we will delve into deductions, exploring what they are, how they can be used to reduce your taxable income, and the various types of deductions available in Sweden. After that, we'll move on to allowances, examining these fixed sums and their role in the tax calculation process. We'll look at the common allowances that Swedish taxpayers can claim. Then, we will examine tax credits. We'll explain how they differ from deductions and allowances, and how they directly reduce the amount of tax you owe. Following this, we'll explore exemptions, which are categories of income completely free from taxation. Understanding what income is exempt can be crucial for accurate tax planning. Finally, we'll conclude with why understanding these differences is important. We'll also provide a teaser for our next video, which will cover the tax filing process in detail. With this structured approach, you'll gain a clear understanding of the various tax benefits available in Sweden and how to utilize them effectively. Let's get started. Let's begin by untangling the differences between deductions, allowances, credits, and exemptions in the Swedish tax system. Each term represents a distinct way of reducing your tax burden, but they function differently. Deductions. These are expenses incurred during the year that can be subtracted from your gross income, lowering the amount of income subject to tax. Common deductions include work-related expenses, contributions to retirement funds, and certain types of interest payments. Allowances. These are specific amounts set by tax law that you can subtract from your gross income. Unlike deductions, which are based on actual expenses, allowances are fixed sums. They include personal allowances and basic allowances that apply to all taxpayers. Credits. A tax credit is a direct reduction of your tax bill. Unlike deductions and allowances, which reduce taxable income, credits reduce the actual tax owed, dollar for dollar. They can be refundable or non-refundable, and often target specific taxpayer situations, like childcare expenses. Exemptions. Exemptions are categories or amounts of income that are completely excluded from taxation. For example, certain social security benefits or gifts might be exempt from income tax. This means that these forms of income do not even enter into the calculation of your taxable income. Transitioning from this foundational understanding, let's delve deeper into how deductions specifically work in Sweden and how they can be utilized to reduce your taxable income. Now, let's delve into the realm of deductions. In Sweden, deductions play a pivotal role in reducing your taxable income, ultimately influencing how much tax you pay. Here are some key types of deductions. Employment-related deductions. Taxpayers can claim deductions for certain employment-related expenses. This includes costs for travel to and from work, work-related tools, and professional literature. These deductions are vital for employees as they directly reduce the taxable income derived from their jobs. Business expense deductions. For self-employed individuals and business owners, business-related expenses can be deducted. This covers materials, rent for business premises, and other operational costs. Understanding what constitutes a valid business expense is crucial for entrepreneurs to minimize their taxable income. Investment deductions. Investment expenses such as fees for investment advice and costs related to managing investments are deductible. This is particularly relevant for those with portfolios of stocks, bonds, or other investment vehicles. Interest expense deductions. Interest paid on loans, particularly mortgage interest, is often deductible. This deduction can significantly impact homeowners, reducing their overall tax liability. Educational expense deductions. Expenses for certain types of education or skill development that are related to your current profession can be deducted. This encourages continuous learning and professional development. Charitable contributions. Donations to approved charities and non-profit organizations are generally deductible. This not only supports philanthropy, but also provides a tax benefit to the donor. Each of these deductions has its own rules and limits, so it's important to understand the specifics. This knowledge enables taxpayers to accurately claim deductions and reduce their taxable income. Moving on from these deductions, let's explore the allowances available in Sweden, which also play a significant role in your tax calculations. Moving on from deductions, we now turn to allowances in the Swedish tax system. These are specific deductions from your total income, aimed at reducing your taxable amount. Each allowance addresses certain expenses or life circumstances, offering financial relief in distinct areas. We'll briefly explore a few key allowances and their impacts. Basic personal allowance. This is a standard deduction given to all taxpayers, designed to cover basic living costs. It's automatically deducted from your total income, lowering your overall tax liability. Child allowance. Particularly relevant for families, the child allowance provides financial support for those raising children. This allowance is a crucial aspect of family-related tax benefits, which we've explored in depth in our previous video on tax benefits and credits for families and individuals in Sweden. Housing allowance. Aimed at individuals with relatively high housing costs compared to their income, this allowance helps make housing expenses more manageable. It's particularly beneficial for those living in areas with higher rental prices. Pension income allowance. For retirees, the pension income allowance offers a reduction in taxable income, acknowledging the financial transition from employment to retirement. Disability allowance. This allowance provides financial support to individuals with disabilities, helping cover extra costs related to their condition. Earned income allowance. Targeted at individuals earning income from employment or business activities, this allowance recognizes the economic contribution of the working population. Understanding these allowances is crucial for efficient tax planning, especially in identifying which ones apply to your specific situation. Each allowance has its own set of rules and qualifications, so it's important to stay informed or consult a tax professional for guidance. With a clearer understanding of allowances and how they can benefit your tax situation, let's now delve into the various tax credits available in Sweden, which can further enhance your financial well-being. Having looked at allowances, let's shift our focus to tax credits in Sweden. Unlike deductions and allowances that reduce your taxable income, tax credits are subtracted directly from your tax bill, often making a more immediate financial impact. We'll highlight a few key tax credits to understand their role in the Swedish tax system. Earned income tax credit. This credit is designed to encourage work and economic participation. It's applied directly against the tax owed on employment income, effectively reducing the overall tax burden for those in the workforce with specific work requirements. Green vehicle tax credit. To promote environmental sustainability, Sweden offers a tax credit for individuals who purchase or lease green vehicles. This initiative aligns with the country's commitment to reducing carbon emissions and fostering a greener economy. Childcare tax credit. Parents incurring costs for childcare can benefit from this credit. It's designed to ease the financial burden of childcare expenses, supporting working parents and contributing to family welfare. R&D tax credit. Businesses engaged in research and development activities can take advantage of this credit. It's an incentive for companies to invest in innovation, contributing to the nation's technological and economic advancement. Investment tax credit. Aimed at stimulating investment in specific sectors or projects, this credit can significantly reduce the tax liability for individuals or entities making eligible investments. Home renovation tax credit. This credit applies to homeowners undertaking certain types of renovation work, encouraging property maintenance and improvement while providing financial relief. Understanding how these tax credits work and determining your eligibility for them can lead to substantial tax savings. Each credit has specific criteria and application processes, so it's important to be well informed or seek professional advice for optimal tax planning. Let's now delve into key exemptions in Sweden's tax system. These exemptions play a vital role in reducing taxable income, leading to potential savings. Here are some significant ones to consider. Personal allowance. In Sweden, taxpayers are typically entitled to a basic personal allowance. This amount is deducted from your total income before tax is calculated, effectively lowering your taxable income. Housing exemption. For homeowners, a certain portion of capital gains from the sale of a primary residence may be exempt from tax. This exemption is designed to ease the financial burden associated with moving or selling your home. Gift and inheritance tax exemption. Sweden abolished the gift and inheritance tax, meaning that receiving an inheritance or a gift does not generally result in a tax liability. This can be particularly important in estate planning and family financial management. Foreign earned income exemption. For Swedish residents working abroad, there might be exemptions on foreign earned income under specific conditions. This is subject to international tax treaties and specific regulations. Exemption for certain types of income. Some types of income, such as certain social security benefits or specific grants, may be exempt from taxation in Sweden. It's important to check which types of income are non-taxable. Scholarship exemption. Scholarships for education, particularly those that are not tied to specific work or service, are often exempt from tax in Sweden. This can be a significant benefit for students receiving educational grants. It's always a good practice to keep updated on these exemptions, as tax laws can change. For those looking to optimize their tax situation, understanding these exemptions is key. Now, let's move forward to our final section, where we'll conclude our discussion on deductions, allowances, credits, and exemptions in Sweden, and how they play a vital role in your overall tax strategy. Remember, this overview highlights important exemptions but isn't comprehensive. For tailored guidance, it's advisable to consult a tax expert. As we conclude our overview of Sweden's tax system, it's clear that understanding deductions, allowances, credits, and exemptions is crucial. These elements not only ensure tax compliance but also offer potential financial benefits. They are tailored to various sectors like healthcare, education, and real estate, enabling informed decisions in these areas. Remember, this guide provides a foundation, but it's not exhaustive. Tax laws are complex and vary per individual situation. For personalized advice, consulting a tax professional is recommended. Discover more about Swedish taxes on our iCalculator website, offering detailed guides, practical tools, and the latest tax news. Our user-friendly platform helps you navigate tax laws, plan effectively, and stay informed on key changes and regulations. Visit us for all your tax queries and updates. That's all for our video on deductions, allowances, credits, and exemptions in Sweden. You now have a better understanding of these vital components of the tax system. In our next video, we'll take a closer look at the tax filing process, ensuring you're well prepared for tax season. We hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and switch on notifications to ensure you never miss an update.